to the very first episode of the Kenny Stryker Show, right here on TV by Demand and the Roku Network. This week, we're going to take a little bit of a wild trip. We're going to be taking a look at the career and the mind of the psychopathic killer clown, Magnus.
Time to set you free. White light, don't fight, let me inside to conquer and divide my life. No compromise, standing by, open wide and die, open up wide. Time to set you free. Bring out the killer in me. Bring out the killer in me. Bring out the killer in me. In me, bring out the killer. Kill or cry, I'm on this suicide ride. I can't fight this rising tide. Reach the sky, fight for my life. There's no more alibis, the lullabies are lying. Time to set you free. Bring out the killer in me. Bring out the killer in me. Bring out the killer in me. Bring out the.
First, Magnus, I'd like to thank you for being my first guest here on the Kenny Stryker Show, and hopefully we can get the world to understand you just a little bit better. Now, you first started off doing matches on the Outlaws Den on TVByDemand.com, and your first match was against who was then known as Security for Hire, Dante Morell, big money for those who know him, and he was under the tutelage of a man known as Loudy, the Financial Miracle, who was a future guest here. What was it like to be in the ring with a guy the size of Dante? Okay, now. Obviously you don't want to talk about him, so let's move on. Okay, October 2012. You attacked Corky after his match with the Highwayman. You said in a promo 1 week later that it was because he stole your spot from that show, and you were sick of people not being able to take you seriously. Do you still feel that way? Do you think that people are still not taking you seriously as they should? Whew. I think I would have been better off interviewing myself. Okay. You took a year off, disappeared entirely from DWF, Loco, the whole wrestling scene. Then you reappeared at Damon Feldman's WXE show at the venue in Woodland, PA. You were participating in the 10-man battle royal, and you were thrown over the top by Haystack's Conroy. Sorry, I don't know much about him. You then returned to Friday Night Madness, and you aligned yourself with Shadow in her situation against Billy Black. She kidnapped his bear buddy, but you lost to Billy a few weeks later, and he got Buddy back from Shadow. Would you care to tell us more on that situation?
You know, I'm getting sick of these questions!
Whoa, 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 whoa! I know all about what happened with Dante in my first match. Being in the ring with him was hell! You want to talk about Corky? Fine. My only regret there is I didn't give him 2 chaos splashes. I'll get even with Haystacks Conroy if you want to mention him. I will take care of that insolent, little, inbred hick when I see him again. You didn't once mention a single highlight of my career! Magnus, I'm sorry, okay? Okay, please calm down. You obviously have a lot to tell us, so please, just have a seat and let's get your side of the story on everything. Please, just have a seat. Why don't you start off with Corky? Give us that story.
After the Corky incident, I was involved in another battle royal in November that year. I ended up getting hurt when the ropes broke. I suffered a mild concussion and was out for 2 months. Then I returned to Friday Night Madness. Back then it was the Outlaws Den under its first, whatever the hell they call it. But I took on Darian Jackson, who had a cheat to win, and reference, if I ever get my hands on you for that 3 count, you saw his hand on the rope, you still can't hit 3. I will get even with you for that. After that, I decided to take some time off. And suddenly, as I took that time off, Penny just stopped talking to me. My Penny. My Penny. My Penny. My Penny. She stopped talking to me. So I checked myself into the Pennsylvania State Hospital, hoping to hear her again.
How long were you there?
I spent many months there. I left every now and then, just to get a little fresh air. I showed up at a DWFB show this one time, and King Blackie was there, and he just left this little paper championship belt that I've had my eye on for like a long time. He just left it sitting at ringside. So I took a little photo with it. In fact, I think you were there, and I sent you the photo because I knew you'd show him.
Yeah, I remember that one very, very vividly. You almost got me knocked out by King Blackie.
I know. I was laughing so hard. Oh. But then I stopped laughing. Because without Penny, things just weren't as funny as they used to be. So I went back for more psychotherapy.
So when did Shadow come into the picture?
About 4 months ago. Shadow came into the hospital, and she said she could offer me the one thing in this world that I wanted, but I just wanted to be left alone.
What made you change your mind? It seems like you had your mind pretty much set.
She promised that Penny would start talking to her. And then she would make Penny talk to me. So I had to help her with Billy Black. But let me set the record straight. I saw what you said about me, Billy Black. I did nothing to your bear. Shadow did it all. I would not touch a bear. I am not a furry. or a Fluffy, or whatever those sick perverts that get off on stuffed animals are. You need help, man, if you think something happened between me and Buddy. I like sledgehammers. Shadow's the one you want to talk to.
Did she follow through? Did Penny start talking to you again?
No, she didn't. But then I overheard Shadow over the phone. She told my doctors she had no way of making Penny talk. So, when I heard she lied to me, I went into a very deep, dark depression. And when I stepped into the ring with Billy Black, if you watch that video, you'll see that I didn't even put up a fight. What was the point? Penny stopped talking to me. I stopped having fun. Without Penny, I am truly alone.
Wow. I'm so sorry. I can totally sympathize. I know I would go absolutely berserk without the one person in my life. But the fans of TV by Demand, they want to know, will we see Madness in the ring again?
Death is but a door. Time is but a window. King Blackie, Darian Jackson, and Major McClendon better pray that Penny never talked to me ever again, because they're the 3 top names on my hit list.
King Blackie and Darian Jackson I can understand. But why the Major?
Is he not the current WXE wrestling champion?
Oh, so title aspirations are in your thoughts.
No. I just always wanted to see a Marine cry.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is the part where we ask our guests if they have any kind of advice that they would have for anybody coming into the wrestling business. So, if you could share a few words of wisdom.
Pray she don't talk to me ever again, and you have to cross my path, because the joke will be on you.
That's all the time we have for this week. We'll see you next time right here on the Kenny Stryker Show on TV by Demand and the Roku Network. Thanks for watching.